I'm glad you could be here. Today we are going to be talking about pate choux. Choux pastry, little cabbages, whatever you want to call them. Very, very simple to make. 4 basic ingredients: flour, water, butter, eggs. The end. Pate choux' whole raison d'etre is to puff up like crazy. So really, as long as you know how to put it together, you are not going to be able to help but have something that puffs up really big, because that's just the nature of the ingredients. The amount of water just ensures that there's going to be steam for days, and that steam just explodes upwards and outwards when it gets into the oven, and you're going to have light and puffy, amazing things. Here we have our ingredients. I hope you can see the setup. I have the pot on the scale. I'm just going to zero it out. Again, I don't know if you can see this, but anyway, my scale is at 0. I'm going to start with 8 ounces, which is 1 cup of water. I'm going to zero it out again and go with my 4 ounces of butter. And then add in about 1/4 teaspoon or so of salt and roughly a tablespoon of sugar. So in that goes. And then all we're going to do is bring this up to a boil. Once we get there, we're going to add our 4 ounces of flour, and we'll go from there. All right, let me get set up. Just to make sure that no water boils off before we want it to, I'm going to put the lid on. All right, check it out. Everything is magically boiling. Turn off the heat for just a moment. In goes the flour. I'm going to stir like a crazy person until it comes together. All right, kind of looks like mashed potatoes, but see how much liquid is still in there? We want to cook this and put it up on medium heat. And cook it until it starts pulling away from the sides and kind of leaves a bit of a film behind on the bottom of the pan. You'll know you're there when it's no longer really sticky. It kind of stays in one big old lump and it's not shiny. Okay. I'm going to move over to the mixer because I like the way the mixer incorporates the eggs. That means I don't have to stir forever. So I'm going to be adding eggs to this, and I certainly don't want the eggs to cook when they hit this really, really hot dough. So let some of that steam dissipate. You see it all coming up off of there? You still want your pate choux to be warm, but you certainly don't need it to be screamingly hot. Now we're going to add our eggs one at a time. It's going to take roughly 4 eggs to do this, and I'll show you what you want it to look like. Alright, this is what we have now. It's it's extremely viscous, and it sort of just plops down. And you hold it up on your spatula. See, it takes it a while to decide to fall. Alright, we're going to go with the 4th egg, and then see where we are. Egg number 4. Scrape the bowl. See how it flows? And when it drops off the end of the spatula, you're left with kind of a pointy little deal. That's what you're looking for. Alright, and then once that's done, which took what, maybe 5 minutes altogether, you're ready to do all manner of things with it. I'm going to get set up again, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, now it's time to pipe our pate choux. As you can see, I just have it in a Zip-Top bag. Snip off the tip and then glue down my parchment
because as you can see, it's acting up. So we want it to be flat. We'll just use a little pate choux in each corner to glue it down. All right, now there are many, many, many ways and many sizes that you can type this stuff. We are going to be making cream puffs. I want them to be about the size of a golf ball-ish when they're done. So I'm going to pipe fairly small little mounds as evenly as I possibly can. If I were to pipe fingers like this, have those cute little mini eclairs, yay. Larger fingers, big old honkin' eclairs. Huge balls, I would end up with something that maybe I would want to put ice cream in. More than one scoop of ice cream. You can make like a big old bowl if you wanted to. Anyway, lots of ways to do it, but we're just going to do even blobs. You can pipe them reasonably close together because they're mostly going to puff up and just a little bit out. Alright, I have more. You know what, I got carried away. Made them a little bit bigger at the end, so I'm just going to add a little bit more to these ones that I did at the beginning. Because the more evenly you can make them, of course, the more evenly they're going to bake up. Alright. Oh, what about those pointy things? Well, we're just going to smash those down. Got a little bit of water and a clean finger. Ready to go in the oven. We're starting them at a ridiculously high temperature. I'm starting them at 450, probably for the first 5 minutes. Remember, we want to activate that steam as quickly as possible to puff everything as much as possible. So I'm going to put it in really high. I'm going to back it off for the next 5 minutes to 425. And then, once they're all nice and puffed and risen and golden, I'm going to turn the heat down to between 350 and 375 for about 15-20 minutes or so, just to get them dried out on the inside and also set the structure on the outside. There's nothing worse than thinking you have beautiful, beautiful pate choux eclairs or cream puffs or whatever, and you take them out of the oven and they collapse because the structure on the outside was not set. So we don't want that to happen. In the oven they go.
Alrighty, these little guys were baked off 5 minutes at 450, 5 minutes at 425, about 15 minutes at 350, and another 10 minutes at 325. Then I turned off the oven, cracked the oven door, and left them in there. It's really important that the sides be completely firm before you take them out. So even if they're all golden brown looking, when you check them after, say, maybe a total baking time of about 20 minutes, you still are going to want to feel the sides and make sure that they're completely firm and hard, otherwise they're going to moosh down. So I think these look pretty nice. Alright, that's it. So you guys take care. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.